Hello Aries. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship in the past. It could be current as well. Some of you may be in a situationship. And for a small portion of you, this could be a connection that you know is very strong, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that we need. I do not channel through any spirit guides, I never have, and I do have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. Sorry, it's just one of the cards flipped. It was a little funny the way it did. Play. Somebody here is very playful. Wow. Under the bottom of the deck, a very powerful card, the past life card, mystery. That's how I interpret this card. Okay. We have here wisdom, followed by challenge, surrender, relationship, doubt, betrayal, embracing the shadow, play, energy, and then we have mystery under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. Because of the intensity of some of these cards, the roles here could feel as if they were reversed. Aries, you might be feeling these feelings as well. Crosswatcher, this may be your feeling. My dear Aries, I have grown wiser now. I have learned a few things. I've learned from my mistakes and from these lessons. Because of this, I am now someone who is wiser and different. I don't repeat the things that happened before. I know better. I will not repeat things, and I see things more clearly now. I understand things. But you may never know this, that I have changed. That I see things through your perspective now. This entire situation is very challenging. I find myself in a situation that has a problem to which a solution cannot be found. A riddle that just can't be solved. And it's so challenging because of the things that have happened in the past. Things that I cannot erase. I have surrendered to you. It's challenging because you don't even know this. My heart, my mind, my body, I surrender it to you. I feel as though I belong to you and you belong to me. In this connection, I have this strong feeling of this relationship that we have. I feel as though I want it to be more. I want to be with you Many moons, many nights have gone by, and I stay awake, lying in bed thinking how it would be to be in a relationship with you. I see how you are with others, and I feel envious. I see how others are with you, and I want to be in that. But I doubt. I doubt things may work out the way that I want them to. Simply because I have betrayed you. And now that I'm wiser, I also know that I doubt that anything may happen in this connection. Now there's a lack of faith and a lack of trust. I understand that I betrayed you. This betrayal runs deep. It was very unexpected. Never could have predicted it. I thought that I knew you. And I thought that you knew me. But now I've behaved in a way that is very much like a stranger. And it turns out that you never really knew me at all. I broke the faith and I broke the trust. I've acted in ways that was very unpredictable, very rash, very different. Not taking your side, not being with you, not supporting you, not being the person who's reliable. And now things have become extremely awkward. You saw a side of me that was very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. A side of me that was very dark, in a way. This dark side of me, you feel that in this connection, things could have been better. But I put you into situations and circumstances that made you feel very uncomfortable. And now, we know that there's an elephant in the room. I want you to embrace the shadow side of me. Because it's a part of me, it's part of who I am. I don't know if you will. Things have become very awkward between us. And the environment has become very uncomfortable. In you, I thought I had found a friend. I have found a friend. In my heart and my mind, you are my best friend. And I do cherish this relationship that I have with you as a best friend. You make me laugh. You make my heart happy. You make me feel young again, alive again, vibrant. This feeling of youth, wanting to explore and live life again, that's what I feel when I'm with you, when I think of you. I do feel that in this connection, you have this ability of making me feel spiritual. These chakra centers, they come to life. They go round and round. They make me feel calm, serene. For some reason, I feel connected with you. Overall, I question the universe now. Why is it that you came into my life? Why now? Why not before? Why not long ago? Why not far into the future? Is there a reason why you're in my life right now? How could this be happening? I feel as though I've known you from before. Something that's so familiar. When you're not there, I can smell your scent. Sometimes I can feel your presence, but you're not in the room. And in my dreams, everything feels so real. It is difficult. I feel as though you and I are somehow connected. And no matter where I go, no matter what I do, this spiritual bond that exists, it connects me to you. It does not let me go. Even if I try, I can't let go. For now, a part of me has accepted this, and I am wiser. But still, this is a very big challenge for me, and maybe even for you. All right. Aries. Very, very strong messages here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are a little bit on the dark side, in the sense that feelings and emotions are quite challenging, very dark. Here somebody has broken somebody's heart by betraying them. They have done something, behaved in a way that was unexpected. And one of the reasons why there is a lack of communication in this connection right now is that things are very awkward. It just doesn't feel right anymore. And because of that, it is very difficult and challenging to reach out to this person because of these feelings and emotions. The overall arching theme here, and you've had this, Aries, for quite a few weeks, I would say, quite a few months. This is a spiritually intense connection, and it is very difficult to let go. It's not impossible. It may take years. However, this is somebody who is either your twin flame, your soulmate, or your karmic partner. It is the overall arching theme, so it umbrellas over all of this. It's something that's constantly on the back of this person's mind, even maybe on your mind. This type of a relationship, you cannot cut the cords because it is all energetic. You could try, but it is very, very difficult to do so. The only way is to let go and to wait. Wait for your heart to heal. Sometimes people ask me, how long does it take? With this type of a connection that's spiritual, I'm honestly saying it might take years to heal, where you don't feel that crazy feeling of obsession and constantly thinking about this person day and night. It may take some time. It's not going to happen because this is not just any other connection. You have had a past life connection with this person. You could have been married. You could have been having an affair. You could have been engaged, betrothed. This could even be a future life connection where you've recognized each other through the souls, which is a slightly different situation. But just as we have a past life, there's also a future life where you haven't physically been there yet, but you're destined to be there. I know these things because I do past life readings. So there is that connection, that bond that some people feel where they can recognize each other and it feels so comfortable. So this is a very strong reading because you have this card at the position of the overall arching theme. So good luck. It's not easy. It's not impossible, but it's not easy. Okay, awakening. So this deck is called the Lover's Path Tarot, and with it I look into the reason why certain things may have occurred in the first place in this connection. Why did things go downhill? Things may have seemed very sweet, very soft and gentle and loving in the beginning, but then things changed. Also, this is for those of you that may feel that there was a lack of closure. You may feel that I'm getting the word granted. This person took you for granted, and then they may have just ghosted you. They may have just faded. Maybe their messages have decreased over time, and they just don't reach out to you as much as they used to. So some of you may not have gotten the answers from this person. Why did you behave like this? Why did you treat me like this? Hopefully this will give you a better understanding. We have the cards here, Awakening and the Queen of Cups. I do read this deck in the reverse when I do this type of reading. So let's have a look at Awakening. Awakening here, it talks about the lack of creativity, not really feeling very successful, not really feeling very fertile, and not having a lot of optimism. Here, this person had an unwillingness to accept affection that was being given to them. There could have been problems with people who were dependent on them, like children or people who are ill or sick, or older, elderly. We also have here creatively blocked by internal and external forces. The refusal to grow. So typically this card is Awakening. It talks about emotional awakening, an expansive life-affirming energy that brings opportunities and optimism, love and sexuality, creativity and procreation, relationship with children. Now just think of all of that, the opposite. The unwillingness to accept any type of affection, not really wanting to wake up to it, not feeling that there's any type of life-affirming energy, not feeling that there's any opportunities, feeling very pessimistic. Love and sexuality here, it does not talk about that. It talks about a lack of love and sexuality, not really feeling it. Here, there may have been somebody, and this might just be for selected people, a number of you, selective amount of people. This is relationship with children might be a problem. So some of you may want children, and maybe the person that you were with, they might not have told you that they have a problem with children. Some people don't want to be with somebody that has the responsibility of a child. Some people may have their own child, but they don't want to be in a relationship with somebody else because the vibe might not work out. Some people just don't want to have, it's not just children, but they may not want to move into a place where somebody's taking care of an elderly. Like there's a lot of things here that talk about how this individual was feeling uncomfortable when it came to you taking care of somebody else. And because of that, it made them think that the majority of your time, energy, and effort, it might be spent elsewhere and not on them. So therefore, they just had this issue. And this issue here, like it says here, it talks about internal and external forces that are creatively blocking any type of, I'm getting the word procreate, whatever that means to anybody. Any type of things that are supposed to come to you that's good, this person was blocking it. Anything that was coming to them from you, they were blocking it. Now, it's internal, meaning that they feel that it wasn't right itself, but then there's also external. So there's other people telling them that you shouldn't move in with this person, because they live with family. They're taking care of their elderly. They have too many kids. How are you going to feed all of them? It's something like that. It's a sense of responsibility that this other person feels that they would have to undertake, and they just didn't feel right about it. This is at that time, you see. Remember now, you got the wisdom card, right? So the person is much more wiser. They're not the same. People change. Here we also have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups here, it does talk about how eventually this individual was overwhelmed by emotions that needed sorting out. They needed to take control over these feelings and emotions because they felt that the relationships that they were in were quite disharmonious. So it does feel that they were overwhelmed. Now, the type of emotions they had here, it was for you. However, even the emotions that they had, they were creatively blocking these emotions. It's almost as if they wanted a relationship, but they didn't want to dive deep into the love aspect of it. Because if they had, then most likely they wouldn't be where they are now. They'd be with you, right? But they had a reason for this. And part of the reason, because it did talk about external factors, that does mean that there's other people involved here that may have been influencing this individual. So, let me know. Are there other people involved here? You may know this. You might not know this. Sometimes I've read in the comments, some people say, oh, there's a sister involved who poisons this person's mind, and so this person's not with me. Or there's a mom, or my mom-in-law has a problem, or the person that I'm living with, like my friend has a problem with this person. Like, there's people that are all over, in our lives, right? And they sometimes have their own opinions. Sometimes they do it because they genuinely care about you. But even the people that care about you, the advice that they're giving you may be biased. It may be just from their point of view, they've had a bad relationship, and so that's all they know. And they're giving that opinion to you. And because you may be very fresh, very new, you might want a new perspective. You may think, you know what, this is true. I never thought of it that way. So these type of things do happen. And it does appear that this individual, they have had a little bit of influence. And there's definitely something here where this person doesn't want to take responsibility. It doesn't necessarily have to be for children or the elderly. It's just a matter of them not being able to take responsibility and being that mature person who can handle other responsibilities in life. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. So here I'll be looking into any actions, any plans, any intentions this individual may have towards you. Judgment, second chances, not bad. You have here, I don't talk about signs much, but here you do have a fire sign that you're dealing with. Or some of you might be dealing with, maybe an aspect of it. Not necessarily, but in any case, it's a very sensual kind of sign. Your person of interest is very hot and sexy. You find them to be. Interesting. Very nice. You have a lot of nice cards here. There was a card. I gotta pull it out. Give me a sec, guys. I just saw it. There you go. Was it this one? It was. I'm sorry, guys. Just give me 1 second. There you are. There. Okay. So you had an extra card that just came out. Well, 2 extra cards that just came out. So the overall theme here, it's very nice. It's very positive, for sure. Now, your person of interest here with the Judgment card, first card the strongest, they do want a second chance. They want a second chance in this connection, in this relationship, because they felt that before things were not transparent. Things were not true, they were not clear, there was a lack of understanding, there was a lack of clarity. Going forward, they want things to change. They want things to be better. So, in the future, their plan is to actually have a second chance with you. And we have this beautiful card, the Queen of Wands. This is somebody who, this individual finds you very irresistible. They find you as somebody who is very intuitive, somebody who is, again, very irresistible, very sensual in a way. But they also feel that they can connect with you on a level where you don't even have to speak, but you know each other. It's very strange. I'm getting that vibe from this particular reading. Here we also have the Sun card. This individual wants to be in this happy place with you, where there's joy, love, prosperity, abundance, happiness. This individual loves you just like the sun. It is so bright and so happy, so shining, and even so hot. it grows, right? It gives growth and prosperity. So there's a lot of good things coming from this reading, because it does talk about how this person wants to have something promising with you in the coming future. Now, we also have here the World card. Some of you might be dealing with somebody that's from a different racial background, ethnic background. Your lives are very different from each other. Your worlds apart in terms of the way you think and their mindset versus your mindset. But also we have here with the World card, some of you, let me rephrase that. This person wants to close the gap emotionally and physically because you guys are far apart. You could literally be living in the same home, but you're ignoring each other. You're separate. So here, for me, the way I interpret this card is that they want to emotionally be closer to you, but also physically be closer to you. Because now they realize that you mean the world to them. And you could physically be in a different area, living somewhere far away, and your person of interest is somewhere very far. So here it does talk about the World card wanting to bring things together. And the reason why we have here the King of Cups. The reason why is because there is a whole lot of love in this connection. Your person of interest is making an offer. Excellent. This is not a page. It's not a knight. It's a king. That's great. So we have here this energy that this person is bringing, where there's absolute overwhelming amount of love, that this individual becomes emotional when they think about you. What's interesting is how the cards are here. We also have passion, desire, passion, and then we have love. So you have the physical as well as the emotional, which is a beautiful combo. Here with the King of Cups, they want to make an offer. They want to give you a solid offer of love, and they know where they want to go after this. What's slightly a difficult situation for them is the Nine of Wands. Although it's a good thing, they're being kind of proactive. So they're looking at things that may possibly overwhelm them in the future. How can they let go of a few responsibilities? Certain circumstances they're stuck in. Can they allocate certain tasks to somebody else? Or is it only this person that is stuck with it? This individual has here Nine of Wands, right? So by the time they get to the 10th, they're going to be completely overwhelmed. But what they're trying to do is break down some boundaries, take away certain things that they don't need, and build some up, which they may, because what they essentially want to do is have you as one of these staffs, so that when they are overwhelmed, even if they are, you are with them. You are one of these staffs. But the wands, I mean. So it is important for this individual to see what they need, what they don't, and to make room for this connection. And that is what they are doing. So they are already quite proactive. Here we have the overall arching theme with the Six of Wands. With the Six of Wands here, this individual, they were gone for a while. This is somebody who you have had a romantic connection with, and they were gone for quite some time. If that individual, or if whoever this person is, if an individual that you've had these feelings and emotions for, if they were with you and then they left, it is that individual that's going to be coming back now. So they're coming back after a period of time where it does appear that they too have become wiser, they're different, they have a different vibe, a different tune, and they're wanting to see where this connection can go. So this person is going to be reaching out to you. They here are coming back in a very victorious kind of way. They want to be that person who can win your heart. And it's a very passionate card. It is the Wands. This individual feels that the both of you can actually have a future together. Very nice. This is a really nice reading, guys. Aries. It's just a very sweet reading because it's also a spiritually based romantic connection. And so those type of situations are very intense when it becomes spiritually based. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick prayer. All right. I have here Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. They'll be sending you these messages. Ooh, first card is the strongest. It's up to you. So here we have a choice. Some of you really are okay with being in this connection. Others of you, you've just had enough. Some of you have just had enough. It may not have made you feel so healthy. Maybe very draining in a way. No. Interesting. This flips right out. Okay. Peaceful resolution. Ooh, let go. That's one of the strategy cards. Oh boy. Get ready for it. A year from now. Hear a lot of people sighing, eyes rolling. All right. Remain positive still. All right. There are two situations here. Some of you that wish to be with this person, that's okay because you've been through a lot and you feel a lot of hope in this connection, which is perfectly fine. Hope is always good. Now, some of you have had enough and you don't really think it's going to work out. And also you are thinking that, why isn't this moving forward fast enough? There's a lot of waiting in this connection. For those of you that don't want to be with this person anymore, this message is for you. The angels here are saying that it is up to you. You have a choice whether you want to be with this person or not. It is important for you to start to talk to some people. People that you know that may have some wise words they can share with you. Let them know what your problems were, what they are, what you're going through. 2-3 people maximum, not too many. Individually even. And we have here, all of this is going to happen for your development and perfect timing. This is divine timing. Are things going to happen when you think they're going to happen? No. You got the no card. No, they're not. It's going to all happen in divine timing. And there will be a peaceful resolution. For some of you, there might not be a peaceful resolution because of the no card. No, there may not be a peaceful resolution. But everything is going to happen in divine timing. And this is for those of you that don't want to be with this person. Eventually, they're saying here, it's important for you to let go. Let go. You don't have to stop loving the person, right? You can't just turn and it's not like an on-off switch. You don't stop loving them. However, don't message them. Don't text them. Stay away from them. If they have a birthday, don't wish them happy birthday. If it's Christmas, no Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, nothing. Do not send them gifts. Do not visit them. Do not stalk them. Do not visit their home if you feel, oh, I haven't heard from you in a while. Are you okay? I'm saying this because I've had clients that have done all this and the results have never been good. Never. It only makes the other person think that you are somebody who is very desperate in a way. I don't personally feel that it's desperation. I feel it's love, right? And concern. And I know that that's what you feel. However, sometimes these things happen. And so when the let go card comes up, that's typically why it is. But in your case, it is important to let go simply so that you can move on. A year from now, even if you let go, Aries, a year from now, something is going to happen where the both of you are going to connect once again. Now, for some of you, you may have heard maybe last year. Maybe this card came up last year too. Maybe it came up the year before. In this deck, the limit is only a year from now. It doesn't say 3 or 4 or 5 years from now. Otherwise, maybe that could have shown up. But because it's a year from now, it may have happened last year. This may even come next year. Like it says, in divine timing, everything is supposed to happen. So please don't shoot the messenger. I'm only sending you these messages. Here we have also remain positive. So at the end of the day, even if you let go and even if there's not a peaceful resolution, a year from now, things are going to change. And you are going to have this close-knit circle, this supportive group that you have. your friends, your family. It's important to remain positive because you will be attracting positive energy in the coming future. And after you let go, a lot of the negative energy that is around you because of the circumstances, that also starts to get released. And then the only part of you that's remaining is the positive, because all of the negativity is now gone, because you're no longer in that environment where you're hurting and pain and suffering. Now you've moved on. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight, guys. For those of you that want to be with this person, here the advice is to get some help from people. Talk to some people that you trust. Talk to them about the situation, about the relationship, about certain problems that you might be going through. And they will provide you with some advice that will be helpful. We also have here perfect timing. This will happen in divine timing. For some of you, there's going to be a peaceful resolution. And for some of you, there's not going to be. At the end of the day, the strategy here is to let go. Just like the same for the other group. Don't contact this person. Let this person contact you. One of the issues here is that it may take a long time. The time it may take might literally be from now until next year. That's what the card says. And the limit is not just on this card. It could even be beyond this, right? Because like I said, this deck only comes with a year from now. It does not come with like 3 years from now or 5 years from now. So just keep that in mind. At the end of the day, what I am seeing here, guys, even if you remain positive, there's a whole lot of waiting going on. So do you really want to wait? Do you really want to wait for things to work out? Spiritual connections I've seen, twin flame soulmates, karmic partners, they take a long time. Sometimes some years, sometimes even decades. And there's this runner-chaser kind of, scenario, the situation. It's all very energetic. However, there's some people that really do break free and they make it happen, no matter what it takes. Some of you that want to do it, go ahead. There may be a little bit of a waiting period, but yes, if it's meant to be, it will happen. Here, remaining positive, it's difficult to remain positive when everything around you is negative. I totally get that. And I do have, for some of you that may have felt that this has really drained you, because I did get that before, that some of you feel very drained by this energy. I do feel that getting the Holy Light package would be quite helpful, and also the Water Wellness package. Those two packages, they are self-help guides, and they are on my channel. Not on my channel, but on my website. That's www.asnointia.com. Those are self-help packages, and they help you release negative energies from your aura around your home and inside of your body, which is your actual chakra centers, where sometimes these negative energies lie. It's important to have more positivity around you, because you may have your spirit guides. You may have, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your aunt that totally loved you. You may have people around you that have passed on, right? But their spirit and their soul sometimes hangs around you. Not necessarily the soul, but the spirit. And so they're trying to help you. However, they may be overpowered by negative energy. This is jinns, demons, evil spirits that may surround you. There may be like 4 of your good spirits, but they may have like 8 or 10 of the other ones, right? The negative. And so they overpower. So what I teach you to do is to get rid of those damn things so that you have your people helping you and guiding you. And anything that is written in your book of life that is owed to you karmically, you will receive. At the very least, you'll receive that. Anything that you want to manifest, it won't be as much of a struggle. Obviously, it has to be practical, whatever you're manifesting, but there won't be any blockages because there's no negative energy to block it now, right? So manifesting is great, but you can't manifest when you don't know what's blocking it. So it's important to get rid of the stuff around you first and then manifest. All right, Aries. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. And for those of you who are new, I do have another channel called Asnointia Audio, and that is on YouTube. The videos are absolutely free. They are on relationships, relationship advice. And I would recommend for those of you that are resonating with this reading, for the past life connection, I do have a video called Past Lives and Spiritual Connections. And I also have another video called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. Those two are probably going to resonate with you a lot. And I also have some other ones on spiritual connections. I do have one more recently that I posted. That's all about negative energies. I've been sick for a while, so I wasn't able to post anything new. Hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. I'm starting to feel better now. And that is on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? What types? And how to recognize them and remove. And that's all. Thank you so much. You all take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys again. Bye now.